world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine, it's mine.
I sip the Don P, watching Gandhi till I'm charged and writing in my book of rhymes. All the words past the margin. The whole of mic I'm throbbing. Mechanical movement, understandable smooth shit that murderers move with. The thief's theme. Play me at night, they won't act right.
Earlier this summer, I had the opportunity of visiting New Orleans for the very first time. We're here to visit distant relatives. Upon arriving in New Orleans around 6 p.m., we made our way to Lafayette Park, a local park where the family reunion was being held. What I'm most excited about is getting back in touch with my Creole roots, as well as trying some of the finest cuisines that this place has to offer. After spending some time getting familiar with some family, it was finally time to eat. I was ready to eat everything in sight after the long road trip. However, I was not prepared for how spicy it was.
Spicy.
In the end, it was all worth it. That was some of the best food I ever had. Later that night, we decided we'd venture out to the French Quarter, which was only about a 10-minute walk from our Airbnb. We reached Bourbon Street around 10:30. It's only a Thursday night, and this place is popping.
Just getting out here to the French Quarter. Let's see what it's about.
I couldn't help but notice how much more humid it gets at nighttime here. Every single bar has air conditionings right in the doorway. However, the sweltering heat won't stop me from having a great time out here. My first stop of the night was a karaoke spot called Cat's Meow.
I love New Orleans so far. This is lit.
With so many bars around the French Quarter, there's literally a place for everyone. The next place I hit was directly across the street. It was called the Huge Ass Cantina. Now I like this place a lot because it had more of a hip hop vibe and the DJ played more current music. The drinks were also more affordable than all the other touristy spots. So I just hung out here for a bit and, really had a good time. Walking around Bourbon Street is an adventure within itself. From all the vibrant locals, the bustling bars, the street performers, and all the dancers, you'll never be short of entertainment. It's easy to tell that this is one of the greatest places for people watching. The next place I ventured to was this swanky nightclub called the Beach on Bourbon. This place was lit, so I grabbed myself a Hurricane and joined in on the party. As the night grew later, these hurricanes became a lot stronger, and the last place I stumbled into was a cool outdoor balcony spot that was blasting reggaeton music. It was a vibe, and it was a great way to end my first night here in New Orleans.
Highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Just out here waiting for the rest of the family to get ready. We're actually getting ready to head to a family masquerade ball. Honestly, do not know what to expect. Never been to one before. Got mine, decided to go with the black one. Got the fit on, so yeah, just waiting on them. So far, New Orleans has been really great. Amazing food, really nice people. I love the houses out here. Every single house around here is just super different. You can tell it's been here for hundreds of years, so it's great to be here at a place with a lot of rich with like African history and Haitian, French, Creole history. You know what I mean? It's where my roots started, it's where my family started, so I feel right at home here. The weather's been a little bit, you know, the rain just kind of comes and goes out here. It's really weird, but it hasn't been bad at all. Really surprised me is that it's warmer, it's hotter at nighttime than it is during the day. Because during the day, I mean, it feels pretty good. It's humid, but it feels great. But at nighttime, I think all that water is just rising up, so the humidity is even stronger. So that's probably the one downfall. But other than that, this place has been amazing, and I will see you guys at the masquerade ball. We made our way over to the beautiful venue where they were having the second day of our family reunion. The Bass family reunion has been going on annually for 50 years. So it's pretty interesting to meet a whole lot of new people that I've never met before. It's a classy affair, and the venue was set up super nice and everyone was well dressed. However, I looked like a superhero. I better take this thing off. After the rest of the fam arrived, we made our way outside to do a traditional second line dance. I'm super excited about this. After partaking in my first ever second line dance, I built up a hell of an appetite, and I'm super excited to try some more traditional New Orleans cuisine. Oh wow, there's the gumbo. Let's get it. Today has been a lot of fun. It's also been a great learning experience. I'm learning a lot about myself and also my family. We've really been enjoying our time together. Later that night, I decided to venture off by myself to check out a new spot. This place was called Lafitte's Blacksmith Shop Bar, the oldest surviving structure in New Orleans, as well as the oldest building housing a bar in the U.S. Located on the corner of Bourbon Street and St. Philip's in the French Quarter, this place was constructed in the 18th century during the Spanish and French colony. While hanging out at Lafitte's, I met up with some really cool locals, and they suggested we head over to Frenchman Street, a more of a local part of town that has a lot of cool bars that play live music. After knocking back several more drinks, we just walked around town until we made our way into the Voodoo Lounge, a small, relaxed bar with a really cool voodoo atmosphere. Here we just hung out, talked and got to know each other, and just chilled out until eventually the sun came up.
Dude, what the fuck? I cannot even believe I've been out all fucking night. I haven't stayed out all night in God knows how long. Earlier in the night, went to this really cool, like, pirate bar that's been there since like the 1600s. They pour the drinks really, really, really strong. pretty cheap compared to like the touristy places I went to. But man, they made those drinks so fucking strong. So I ended up there, ended up meeting some cool people, these cool locals. And they're like, hey man, there's this bar called Voodoo Lounge that's open 24 hours. You should walk with us. So being the adventure I am, I'm like, yeah, why not? So yeah, end up going there with them. We're hanging out, having drinks. I look out the window and the fucking sun is coming up. Like, I couldn't believe it. The sun rises so early here. So yeah, just now heading back to the hotel or Airbnb. Gonna go get some rest. Gonna check into the hostel tomorrow around 3. I'm gonna be staying at India House Backpackers Hostel. I'm super excited. Looks like a really, really cool hostel. They have a pool. It's centrally located like most hostels are. So yeah, see you guys there.